How bad is it there?
It's as bleak, Andrew, as it's been since I started covering the team in 1997. This predates me. I've never seen it this bleak. And you really got to do a little mental research for that. So I said, well, 2000, they were 5-11. Was it that bad? Nope. Because they still had Ty Law and William Malloy and Teddy Bruschi, and you still had Drew Bledsoe, and you had a new coach, and you were at least enthused about perhaps the direction of the team post Pete Carroll would change. This goes back to before me, and it goes back to before Parcells, and it goes back to before Bledsoe. It goes back to the 1990 to 92 Rod Rust, Dick McPherson era Patriots.
Can it be fixed in season? Belichick said they have to start over. I don't know how you start over when you've already played 5 games.
It's going to be really difficult to start over and fix it. And I'll say that admitting that, I watched them play against the Eagles, and then, they outplayed them for 48 minutes.
Sure.
And I watched the Miami game. They hung in there pretty good.
Yeah.
And I said before they went to Dallas, 31-23 Patriots, just got to clean up the mistakes. Well, the mistakes have compounded, and the mistakes have been here. And I just kept pretending that the Bill Belichick teams that were situationally smart, took care of the football, waited for the other team to make the mistake, would evaporate. Even though we've been seeing this, Andrew, week in and week out for more than a year, and certainly since Thanksgiving of last year, they fall behind by 2 touchdowns or so every week, unless they're playing the Jets.
Talking to Tom Curran here, NBC Sports Boston, with the Patriots at 1-4 and kind of almost in no man's land, Tom, in purgatory. We were talking about this yesterday. Like, if you want to look ahead to the draft, that's fine. But the idea that you're going to get in Caleb Williams or Drake May or even Michael Penix territory, to me, seems unreasonable, because even with everything we just said, you think that Belichick's going to coach this team to at least a couple of more victories, and you're not necessarily picking top 5. You're bad, but look, they'll clean it up a little bit. So then where does that leave you, hypothetically picking 10th or 12th or somewhere around there next year? You're not good, and you're not in a position to truly get better.
I think they'll still get. I think they're bad enough to be bad, but I don't think that I really don't think that Caleb Williams, for instance, would necessarily be the silver bullet. The problem is everything around him. Bill Belichick has failed this offense for more than a decade. He can't pick skill position players. The coaching on the offensive line is poor. The players on the offensive line are poor. So it's inherent, and it's in Bill's DNA to not be able to pick offensive players. Period.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.